Dream Team, it's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with some F1 race highlights 2022 Dutch Grand Prix, and I believe they are in the Netherlands. I'm ready to go ahead and dive right in, but before we do, y'all know what I need y'all to do. Smash that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Human. I'll talk back. If you got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon, or in the description section is a Google form link. What we got?
It's lights out and away we go. Verstappen away well, as is Leclerc, as is Sainz, and Hamilton covers there Sergio Perez into turn one. Verstappen leads, and on the inside there's contact between Carlos Sainz and Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton has kept that fourth place. Looked a little bit dodgy for him for a while. Good start from Lando Norris, and he's got ahead of George Russell, but that's a dream start for Max Verstappen. We're on board.
This is gonna be a race right here. It's gonna be a race right here. So Verstappen started out in the front. You got Hamilton in fourth.
Norris, and he's got ahead of George Russell, but that's a dream start for Max Verstappen. We're on board now with Hamilton.
Hopefully we get a better angle here. He didn't get a good start. He had to cover off his teammate. He had to cover off Checo also. Here he is on the inside. Oh, they did just touch.
And we mentioned that Norris had made a decent start, so where does he find himself? Nicely round the outside. Going wide, Kevin Magnussen into the gravel and hits the barrier, comes back out onto the track, but manages to keep that Haas going.
Jeez.
Oh, Kevin Magnussen double oversteer in the barriers.
Yeah, I was going to say he must have had some oversteer on. He must have had to go all the way
Kevin
out
Magnussen
there.
double oversteer in the barriers. Lucky to keep it in a straight line. Hands swapping position on the steering wheel there.
With DRS, George Russell getting past Lando Norris. Carlos Sainz is coming in for Ferrari. It's the shortest pit lane, I think, of the season. And can they get to work nice and speedily down at Ferrari? That seems to be held for quite some time, and they had to hold it because Sergio Perez was in his box. They couldn't release Carlos Sainz because Perez was there and they were still looking for the tyre. Perez actually went over, I think, one of the cables for the wheel guns, and that is a disaster for Carlos Sainz. I don't think they had a tyre at the rear left for Carlos Sainz.
They left the gun out.
Oh, wow.
Then we saw.
Two mates getting nice and close in a friendly fashion going through the chicane. Who comes out on top? Well, Seb is trying to hold this one as long as he possibly can. And that was a very nice piece of driving by both drivers.
Very nice.
He's got that DRS. Hamilton has to go the long way round. Perez locks up. Perez forces Hamilton even wider and then loses speed in doing.
Perez did that nicely. Perez did that nice. He said, Hamilton, you're not passing me, my guy. I'm sorry, you just not getting past me.
Locks up. Perez forces Hamilton even wider and then loses speed in doing so. And what kind of animal was that, Sergio Perez? Sergio Perez currently in third. Lewis Hamilton maybe targeting a win today. Needs to get past the Red Bull. This time he's clear. Perez doesn't lock up. Hamilton moves up into the top three.
Beautiful move around the outside. Nicely judged on the brakes there. Oh, and he's straight out into traffic.
I mentioned Vettel had pitted. He came out of the pit stop right where Hamilton didn't want him. Hamilton just about hangs on to third place.
Lovely move for Lewis around the outside.
Could Vettel have kept out of the way a little
bit
sooner?
That was such a tough turn. Bro, you just think of the traction on the wheels to the track, bro, to just be able to turn that quickly. That's such a tough turn.
Move for Lewis around the outside.
Look at how fast
have kept out of the way a little bit sooner.
It's a tricky one. He's come out of the pits. You're not really sure where you are at that moment in time, what race you're in, unless your engineer's telling you.
By the side of the track, Yuki Tsunoda stops.
Tires no fidget, tires no fidget.
Let's have a look here. Watch the front left. As it goes out, does that look a little bit wobbly? I'm told that was the tyre that might be a little loose in Tsunoda's mind.
Tires are okay. Start again. Tires are okay.
And the tyres are fitted as far as the team are concerned. So Tsunoda is allowed to rejoin this race.
Something wrong, something strange in the rear, something strange. Deep is broken, I think.
Stop.
Right, so there wasn't a safety car. There might be a safety car. Verstappen might just hang on to the lead here. by making a pit stop behind the virtual...
It's so fast, bro. The teams, when they go in the pit, that was ridiculously fast. That maybe took all of 1 second. Maybe took all of 1 second.
Safety car. There might be a safety car. Verstappen might just hang on to the lead here by making a pit stop behind the virtual safety car.
Looks like one of the Mercedes is coming in as well.
So into the pit lane comes Lewis Hamilton. Ted Kravitz, down to you.
Yeah, so there's enough.
So Hamilton is in second. Hamilton took over second. Of course, it's Verstappen, Hamilton up front. I mean, I'm excited to see the
comes Lewis Hamilton. Ted Kravitz, down to you.
Yeah, so there's enough of a gap for them to do it. But there you see George Russell. So they are going to stack. That was good for Mercedes because they had the position as first people in the pit lane to be able to stack their cars, and that was nice work.
Oh, we got another car stopping, Bottas. And it's Valtteri Bottas in the Alfa Romeo, and I think this is down the main straight where Valtteri Bottas has stopped. It's right before the first corner. This could be another safety car. Yellow flags are now waving. Sainz, made the move on Esteban Ocon, but I'm not sure he got ahead before he got to the incident. This is Carlos Sainz. Where's the yellow flags? To be fair to him, he was already ahead, wasn't he? When he got to the yellow flag by about a front wing.
But then he's not, and then he is.
Verstappen's been told to get into the pits. Soft tyres going on Max Verstappen's Red Bull. Hamilton is going to take the lead of this race after Red Bull pitted Max Verstappen.
Let's stop. Let's put the soft on. I'm losing the tyre. I think we need to put the soft on.
That is an unsafe release, Carlos Sainz on Fernando Alonso. And away we go then. We're going green, and Verstappen has got a decent toe behind Hamilton, and Verstappen is going wheel to wheel down the main straight with Hamilton, and Verstappen is ahead going into turn one. Lewis Hamilton's been overtaken by Max Verstappen right at the start.
Dang.
Look at that toe he got through that corner, and Lewis just opened the gap, threw it down the outside on the main straight.
That was beautiful.
Let's look at Perez and Sainz a little bit further back and how they got very close, and how Sainz going round the outside is ahead of the Red Bull. Hamilton struggling for pace out there, and his teammate 20 metres behind him, and his teammate is not going to be 20 metres behind for long. And oh dear, George Russell nearly ran straight into the back of his teammate before he manages to react at the very last moment. That was...
George Russell said it's my time. George Russell said it's my time. Sorry, Lewis. I got to take this lead from him.
Into the back of his teammate before he manages to react at the very last moment. That wasn't team orders. Lewis Hamilton's last lap was 9/10 of a second slower than Charles Leclerc, and Charles Leclerc is now past Lewis Hamilton. And Hamilton, who at one stage looked like he was going to get his first win in 2022, is not even going to get on the podium for the second year running here at Zandvoort. Max Verstappen wins the Dutch Grand Prix.
Another majestic drive, let's call it that today. Well done, Max.
Verstappen built different.
They threw everything at us, but we made the right call, so very lovely result that, guys.
Well done, mate. That was a mega drive. Difficult strategic race, but we made all the right calls. Well done, mate.
For the man on top of the podium, Max Verstappen, who wins once again, and it all turned out nicely in the end for the man on pole. A lot harder than he did this time last year in Zandvoort, but Max Verstappen stands on top of the world, on top of the podium, and certainly very much on top here in Zandvoort. What a weekend it's been for him and for Red Bull.
So Red Bull 300. Dang, Red Bull, yeah. Max Verstappen is just built different, bro. Max Verstappen is just built different. That's all I can say. That's all we got for this one. That was an exciting race. If you guys got a favorite video you want to see me react to, drop it in the comment section or subscribe to Patreon. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all at the top. You don't subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you got to do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy Neal. Out.